Ran around on one leg. He didn't get the result, but he kept going. He was throwing himself around. And then senior footballers are pulling out. Are you fucking kidding me? We spoke about it last week, about blokes on the mark, and they're doing it, and just flocking for each other. Flocking for each other full stop. We get it, and you're on your own. You've got to be better, all selfless. If your teammates are getting the ball, you're blocking for it. You've got to be better at being a disciplined, simple things. The kick out's been working great.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Richie, your lead out before was fantastic. You went right off, you got there. And you're the one throwing yourself around. But this is going back 3 weeks when I had 6 blokes carrying the team. And we didn't have enough contributors. And it's too hard. And hell, the difference in the scoreboard all of a sudden shows up. Because you haven't got 22 blokes putting in. So now...
Good afternoon and welcome everyone to the Barry Peatling Football Show.
And good afternoon, Colin, and all my viewers. And you've got a new viewer the last couple of days from Lithuania.
The old
Nice to hear from the Lithuanians.
Lithuanians.
So there you go, Colin.
That's tuning in force.
That's near Russia, isn't it?
It's Eastern European. It is near Russia, I'd say. Near Latvia and
pretty cold place. Eastern Europe.
Eastern Bloc. It'd be nice and warm now this time of year.
It's 28 degrees.
You checked it out, obviously.
Because one of my lady masseur, she's going. My lady clients I massage. She's going over there next week, and she told me it's going to be 29 degrees.
Fantastic.
In Russia.
Oh boy!
All your Russian people out there, you're getting good weather.
Right up the top of Russia too. The sun doesn't go down this time of year.
No. What, 24 hours?
24 hours a day, right up the top of Russia.
Is it?
Yep. So it's a bit
like... You wouldn't need light bulbs, would you?
Wouldn't need light bulbs, but during the winter you do. It's a bit like Rapanyup and its big win. The sun never went down on the early 60s seasons.
61 that game was, Colin, yeah.
Well, we got here Peatling, Morgenstern and Rupp win. 69-point win. How many goals did you kick there?
Lazy 7 straight.
A lazy 7 straight.
Lazy 7 straight.
Got a big picture of you there.
We kicked 19 goals 4 for the game. Me and Morgan kicked 6 goals 1.
Really?
I kicked 7 straight.
And you got best on ground.
3 votes, yeah.
And it says next Saturday, first semi-final, it's got Stool versus Warwicknabeal at Horsham City, and there's got a picture of you.
Yeah, I wouldn't say something dynamite or classy or fearless or just a name. Just like look like about 14 there, don't I?
So yeah, okay. So you got best on ground. Yeah, you look pretty young there. I guess you probably weren't far past 14.
No, about 4 years later.
4 years later, and this is at your peak of your
powers. Not a bad sort of headline, Colin. Second year.
Peak of your powers. When would you say we were at peak of your powers? What?
I reckon I was starting to peak in about 63 when I fractured my neck and my skull.
Just before you fractured your neck.
I was just getting better, and I was getting better every year up there, and I was picked. So I was picked in the first row in the Women's League at the end of 63, and that's when I fractured my neck on the. Did they
sort of in the VFL? Did they ever sort of pick players in their mid-20s from? From the country, that sort of thing? Does that sort of thing happen?
No, back in them days, if you were 20-year-old.
You're 20-year-old and they wouldn't pick you?
No, sure.
Because it's sort of become a little bit in style now. If you're 25 and you're starring in a VFL or South Australia or Western Australia, they sometimes pick you now.
But in 1965, when I was up in Rapanyup, I got off to go down to Hawthorn, you believe?
Yeah.
I haven't told the viewers before, because my uncle Tommy, he played for Hawthorn in the 40s and 50s, whatever it was, and his son played for Hawthorn too, Neil Ferguson.
Mm.
They asked me to come down to have a run. That's when Pete Hudson just started.
Mm.
But I was up getting too much money up there, so I didn't go down.
Agreed.
I did like Hawthorn anyway.
No, fair enough.
No, everyone hated Hawthorn back in them days.
Never won.
Didn't win. When Hudson got
they started with winning from mid-60s onwards.
Yeah, when Pete Hudson got there, they just killed them.
Yeah. Okie dokie. Well, let's get straight into the big game that was down at Bonbeach. Now, let's get to the good news first. What was the weather and conditions like?
The weather was cold, but it was a good day for football, Colin.
Yeah, good. Nice and settled, no wind.
No breeze. It was a perfect day for football. But, as I say, that Bonbeach ground is the worst ground to watch a game of football.
It's no good.
And you should have seen that the ground, the grass was like a paddock.
No, right.
And in the middle, want to do something about your ground, Bonbeach, for God's sake.
Okay, so a little bit of a message for them. To give us the changes, any changes?
Yeah, there's 2 out. My star, number 21, Gavin Marusik, he might be back in a couple of weeks, Colin. Got a whack on the knee. Michael Shaw's out. He has got a bit of a crook hip. He had to go to Brisbane and see his brother play. Where's that shade come from? Anyway, he was out, and coming in was Ryan Orchard. Good young fellow, this fella. He'll be alright in a couple of years' time. And Morris Chevalier's great-grandson. Timmy Chevalier. That's his name, Chevalier.
Okay.
He's got to be a relation to Morris, isn't he?
Yeah, it must be.
So there you go. That was it.
That was all. Changes. Now, let's get into the game then. Well, so let's talk about the first half. Talk us through.
Most of this game, Colin, is talking about Bonbeach. Not much good to talk about Chelsea because we thought it wasn't there. The first 6, they kicked 16 goals to us, 3 goals.
Right.
Half time. I mean,
so that was all over.
8 in the first quarter, 8 in the second.
Yep.
We kicked 1, and we only kicked 4 for the rest of the day. But McQueen and McDonald, they were in rare form. This McQueen, they had 12 fellas kick goals.
The Scottish Brigade.
12 footballers kicked.
Unbelievable.
Goal in the whole game. It was all shared around, but Bradley Clark and Ryan Stewart were doing well, and Nizer, it was only about 3 or 4 players put their hands up in the first half, but Nizer and Stewie in the back line, they were playing very well, and of course Bradley Clark, I told he's in the top bracket last week. But the same old story, McDonald taking over, and Trevor, I think it was a bad move by Paulie Carvers. He's been going approaching people. I just thought, I was talking before the game, he said, I think I could put Travis Graham. I thought, oh look, he's an up and coming future star, and only last a quarter because he had 4 opponents for the day. Shane McDonald.
Wow.
No one could stop him. Yeah. Go with him. But I thought he was. But then Travis Graham got out, play on his own way of playing, but not tagging, and he sort of played well for the rest of the day. So
it was all over. It was about 70 point win lead at half time or so. Well, let's get into the second half then.
Well, the slaughter continued, Colin. They just kept. I'll say something about the game later, but they just. The disposal, marking and kicking for goal was something out of this world. It was they kicked between the second quarter and the third quarter, they kicked 17 goals straight to us nothing. That's what you call being is it demoralised? Demoralised, I think, is the word.
Yes, demoralising. It's fairly demoralising getting beaten by that much.
And as I said, he had 4 opponents, and none of them would get near him, and I mean the only fellow that's ever quieted me down about 2 or 3 years ago was Benny Finnemore. And we won that day down there. McDonald only kicked 3 goals. But since then he's kicked 5 goals again.
Alright, well give us what's the final score then? Do you get a final score or you just scrapped it?
32-13 to 5-5. I mean,
wow.
That's just. But the last quarter they kicked 5
points. They kicked 200 points.
I'll stand next to a couple of Chelsea statistic fellas, and in the last quarter they kicked 5 points. I said to one of them, I said, if we can get a goal, we might outplay in the last quarter. Next thing, all of a sudden they kicked another 6 goals.
Oh, right.
But they kicked 5 points. They kicked 17 goals straight.
Wow.
And no point. And but it just rolled on. It was like a machine. They get in the middle. Was
it like a training run? Well, like Chelsea players.
That was better than a training run. It was just an exhibition.
An exhibition.
I mean, Joel Connolly and Jackson Arthur, they done alright in the ruck, but there wasn't one in the centre of the ground. It was all around the ground. They didn't win the game. But Jackson Arthur played alright again, and Joel Connolly put in. But it was just.
Alright, give us the goal kickers then.
Matty Gardner didn't play a bad sort of a game. He puts in. He has a bit of a game. Toddy Gardner was there on Saturday because he couldn't play. But Bradley Clark kicked the goal today. Bradley Clark in the first goal, coming out the middle, bang, 50 metres, bang through the goal. Harper, this new fella, what's his name? Matty Harper, I think, number 23, I think his name is, and Ryan Orchard kicked another goal. So that was 4 goal kickers gone.
I won't get you to list the goal kickers for Bonbeach.
Wouldn't have time. Wouldn't have enough paper.
Wouldn't have enough time. So, all right, give us the group of best players, if any.
Well, as I said, it was very hard to find some very good players, but Stuart Nizer and Travis Graham, when he got to take the tag off McDonald, he's a very clean disposal sort of. It doesn't waste a possession. He only had about probably 12 to 15 possession, but he never wastes possession. Jason Clark 2-2 before he went off. He went off. He's going to be out for a couple of weeks, 3 weeks. Done an ankle. Graham and, as I said, Connolly and Arthur gave their best.
All right.
Now you want the vote,
Votes.
right?
One vote.
One vote to Noiser.
One vote to
top game
Noiser.
Noiser. He's always tough.
2 votes.
2 votes to Ryan Stewart.
And finally, 3 votes.
Bradley Clark, three votes for. He played 4 quarters, mate.
Seems to be the clear leader without
He's
of
not the clear leader, but he played a.
Jason Clark was a.
Jason Clark. He played alright in spaces, Jason, but Bradley Clark 4 quarters. I mean,
he was sort of only.
He's getting better every week. He's just a machine. Travis Graham's going to be a bit like him. He's going to just float around, just handball.
You like him? You've mentioned him a few weeks. He's a new player, but
he's only played 3 games, Colin. Travis Graham. But Bradley Clark, I think that's his spot on the ball. And that's where he did play his best foot, because he's had him on the wing, but I think he's doing a very good job for number 4.
Very good.
He took over from Anthony Lewis, yeah. Okay,
well, give us a few comments on the game then, Barry.
Colin, this is one of the best exhibitions of football I've seen for a long, long time. I've never seen a side that disposed and marked the ball and kicking for goal. It was unbelievable. I mean, I've seen a lot of games of football the last 50 years, and that ranks as one of the best. I know. The opposition, we beat Seaford last week. We wasn't the dum-dums, and they've just treated us like they seem to be about 5 yards quicker, and that always in space and taking. Some of the marks they were taking, and that's Callum McQueen. I think it's Callum McQueen. He's kicked 7.
Yeah.
But they had 12 separate goal kickers. It might have been 13.
Yeah, they're kicking it from everywhere.
As I say, in between the second and third quarter, they kicked 17 goals straight, which is amazing football. Straight, 17 goals straight, Colin.
Was it just that we were switched off, or they were?
No, they just had a day out. They'll never ever do that again. I'm telling you now.
You don't think they're favourite, for the premiership
this year? They got beat by 6 goals last week by the side we beat. It just,
something's wrong.
It's like someone just pressed a button and they just zoom everywhere. And that was. Chelsea always seem to be about 4 or 5 yards behind. Even when but the delivery of the ball and the marking, it was just. They should keep that video and
watch it and analyse it, see what they can do. Well, we look forward to next week's game. What's next week's game? Who are they playing next week?
Next week they're not playing anybody because of the bye.
Bye again?
Yeah, and the following week we play Mornington. We'll come back up in the morning. We'll smarten up again, because we got. I think
Mornington beat us last time, didn't it?
About 17 goals.
Yeah.
But Marusiki should be right, and hopefully Bywater will be right. I mean, they're 2 guns for us.
Maybe 2-2 back. Might whistle a week.
Well,
maybe.
He had a very bad ankle here, but apparently Colin was telling me, he said he didn't. That's the trainer. They call him. What do they call him? Mucker, Tucker or something. He's been there for 100 years. He said they didn't strap his ankle up properly before the game. Which is a bit stupid, isn't it?
A bit silly, isn't it? Alright, we'll get on to something a bit more positive. What about Richmond Tigers?
What about them? I told you weeks ago, Con. Look, they're not only going to. I'm just thinking about. They always wanted to make the 8, right?
Yeah.
I reckon they're a fair chance of making the grand final now. So look out.
Well, they beat St Kilda.
Don't worry about it. It's the way they beat sides now, and they've got this other new fella, Matty.
I hear what you're saying, because what you're saying is that in the past, like a team like a little bit, they get ahead of St Kilda, and then they let them back in the game, and then they muck around.
They kicked 8 goals for the game, St Kilda, for God's sake. I mean, we've got the 3rd lowest percentage of scores against us in the league.
They're a pretty good percentage, so you're looking
124, good. They've never 124% for about 30 years.
And you're ensconced easily in the 8.
I'm looking for the grand final. I reckon, I told you 2 weeks ago, we'll finish in the top 4, for sure.
That'll be tough.
And then I'm thinking about...
You also said Julia Gillard will not lose her job.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't say she wouldn't lose her job. I didn't think she'd lose the election, but talk about the election, I talk about them.
We'll forget that. But the Tigers are looking good, they're looking strong, and they are going to be a team.
They've got the best on-ball players in the competition now, I reckon.
Yeah.
Foley's, he's back in business now. It took 2 games to do himself. He was a star last year.
Got a new young guy.
They don't have to rely on Cotton all the time now. They've got Martin, and they've got the other fella at Boston, and this new fella, Matty, he just walked in and took over.
Yeah, he's played a game, and he's done, like he's been playing for Yeah, that's a mark of good side. They've recruited well. They reckon Basher Hooley has not missed a game since he's been recruited.
And Vickery put in for the first time.
He starred yesterday.
He was. I didn't see any of the game because you was away. I couldn't get my.
Yeah, I listened on the radio, but he was all over the ball.
Computer.
But I heard that he got 150 Supercoach points.
It did right.
Yeah.
But he's been too hot and cold the last few weeks. But if he steps up and he got Barrick was out.
Mm.
How long was he out for?
I think just a week.
Resting.
Yeah. Oh, and they had a little niggle.
Because he was killing them last year, and but we've got that many stars now. Years ago we used to have about 4 or 5 stars, but now we've got stars everywhere.
Mm.
Well, look out, we'll make the grand final. Don't forget I said that. All these people over around the world,
Lithuanians,
overseas, and Mexicans, and Spaniards, and Russians, and Filipinos.
Let's talk about the cricket briefly. What do you think of Darren Lehmann?
The best thing has happened since Sly Spreader's getting Darren Lehmann to take over. They're a different side now. See what they made about 400 yesterday, don't they? Yeah, and then
they beat Somerset.
Well, a win's good for the way we've been going.
They've got another
any win's a good win.
Have another warm-up game, and Watson did really well.
But he's got a bit of he's down to their level, and he's got a bit of mungo about him. You won't be getting any homework from Darren Lehmann.
So they're on track a little bit. So
you know what I mean? Homework?
Yeah, homework. Homework.
That's one of Mr.
He calls a spade a spade.
Yeah, and homework. No resting.
No resting.
No resting. I said, well done, Darren. Keep it up. I'll be buried from now for the test. Probably win all the tests now.
That's on in about 2 weeks, I think. Or less than. Yeah, less than 2 weeks.
Who's doing the TV coverage?
Anyone? I'm not sure. Might be. We'll have to look into it. But just finally, give us your Cheerios, Barry.
Yeah, well, Cheerio, always give the Cheerios. All my overseas, I can't mention them all at once, but there's a lot of Eastern Europes and Asian countries and Russian. But I don't know how PH is going. He'll probably give me a ring and tell me how his operation got on. But I hope when I ride PH and to your lovely little lady Shandy and Carlos and my little darling Annie and Carla, they had a monsoon there last night.
Oh, really?
Hurricane. Ripped half of vanilla out. I mean, they have, what do you call it, power blackouts every second day up there.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, isn't it?
Who want to live there? Poor Annie's got no fan for the little Carla. She gets hot and sleeping in bed. And horrible.
Under the water or something.
Well, I mean, the main part of the Philippines is no cows, no power cuts. It's only the poor people.
Oh, along the poo-poo.
Yeah, longer puppies. I shouldn't laugh because it's horrible.
Yeah, alright, so you give a special hello to them.
Yeah, special cheerio to my ladies, my Filipino friends, because Annie's Loida and Ariane and Jovan, who's a bit better now. Jimmy, he's a #1 cook. He cooked me a nice meal up there. And of course, Ariane, and that's all I think. There's no one else. If anyone else, I forgot you. Sorry about that, but...
apologise in advance.
Yeah,
he'll think of you in about 5 minutes' time.
I will, but... So that's all for me for today.
And that's goodbye from me.
And we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
He ran around on one leg. He didn't get the result, but he kept going. He was throwing himself around. And then senior footballers are pulling out. Are you fucking kidding me? We spoke about it last week, about blokes on the market, they're doing it, and just flocking for each other. Flocking for each other full stop. We get it, and you're on your own. You've got to be better, all selfless. If your teammates are getting the ball, you're blocking for it. You've got to be better at being a disciplined, simple things. The kick out's been working great.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Richie, your lead out before was fantastic. You went right off, you got there. And you're the one throwing yourself around. But this is going back 3 weeks when I had 6 blokes carrying the team. And we didn't have enough contributors. And it's too hard. And hell, the difference in the scoreboard all of a sudden shows up. Because you haven't got 22 blokes putting in. So now,